Walastaguig, Kulasikolpen. Kamachkchit put Bemkiskak, Meshbedektachi with a hamanika nabazited, Negmau yud Meshmil a lookadit benik, Bemkiskak, Upch, Minui a lookadiben, Dalo Negmogas in a gadamuinok, Dunk dektachwi Osman, Jajakok, Abjilnik the Gadley Zingin Minok, which you'd namkamip to ek. Demnugaj Gujmuk Lipton Yut, Nagandas man Chiki Gusan, Hulma Walida Hazo, Psiotegaki the Waganal Metzabauso. We welcome you to our beautiful, unceded, unsurrendered territory of the people of the beautiful river and neighbors with our Mi'kmaq and Beskmogadi and the New Brunswickers. Very sacred happening today, this event. The first thing we do is we feed the ancestors, the spirits of our ancestors, because that's who we are. All of us here are spirits of our ancestors. And what we're doing today is feeding them first to thank them for leaving these things behind for this generation. And it'll be up to our generation to leave this behind for the next generation, and so on and so forth. So today you witness something historical. I will set this over to the table, and we will begin. And I thank you for being here today to witness this historical event. Chikigusan, Mikida Hamalabin Neskis at Dasigiskak, Ulewan, Ktasmi Benilan Denak the Bajias Mopen, Juskik Aldewalam Sedmek. So, Mother Earth, you feed us so well. Today, we feed you back with the honor of pride and cultural pride and identity. Wuliwan. Yeah.
Thank you, Imelda, for that offering. And welcome to all of you here today and to our honored guests. My name is Kathy Wilson. I'm the Vice President Academic at the University of New Brunswick in Fredericton, and I'm honored to be your MC for today's proceedings. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that UNB stands on the unceded and unsurrendered traditional Wolastoqey land. The lands of the Wabanaki people are recognized in a series of peace and friendship treaties to establish an ongoing relationship of peace, friendship, and mutual respect between equal nations. The river that runs by our province is known as Wolastoq, along which live Wolastoqey, the people of the beautiful and bountiful river. Wolastoq is also called the St. John River. I want to extend an extra special welcome to the esteemed elders, Grand Chief Tremblay, the Honorable Deputy Minister Cade Libby from Aboriginal Affairs, UNB's first Piluwitahasuwin, Amanda Myron, UNB's President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Paul Mazerol, and of course, to Cheyenne Joseph and her family. Thank you to all of you for being here. I'd also like to welcome the drummers and dancer for sharing their gifts of song and dance with us this afternoon. Today I have the distinct privilege of guiding you through this remarkable installation ceremony as we welcome Piluwitahasuwin, Cheyenne Joseph, as the newest AVP Indigenous Engagement at UNB. It took us some time to get to this day, but we're so glad we're here. We are all treaty people, and we gather here today in the spirit of peace and friendship as equal nations. Piluwitahasuwin, or the Associate Vice President, Indigenous Engagement, serves as a vital link between the university and the Wabanaki and Indigenous communities. Piluwitahasuwin is a Wolastoqey word gifted by Elder Oblosomwith, Imelda Purley, meaning one who promotes change in a good way toward truth. It shares its roots in the word Piluwitahasuwin, which means allowing your thinking to change so that action will follow in a good way toward truth. The phrase reminds us that reconciliation is about more than what we do here today. It's how we are and what we do every day. It's about and our ceremony today is part of that change that we need to bring about inside ourselves, in how we think, how we learn, and how we educate. And so that, in that way, we can move forward together. I'd now like to invite Elder Jeannie Bardabog, UNB's Kitchijuwinut, or Knowledge Carrier in Residence, to lead us in an opening prayer. Elder Jeannie.
Alexit book. Chikisog, wegi walalig uchit dandel mawali kiskuk, wegi walalig dandeligan muyek mimajwahan, wegi walalig uchitim sekoy dandeligan muyek, ulanige dan kahmiadi ulanige ulustug mahamik mo, uchitabohon marutinen, uchit panaruinen and kamlamoninen, uchit maulugnen. Nega ankide mukig, ankide mukig, uchit kanjanina, akujijina, akisigi mimajwinug. Edo after my uchitna abohon mari, aksiaudal lugudinen nige dandel lugudi, uchit abohon one, amsit one. Mudawan dao dan way dike, ach dan el dike. Edo after my uchit nigamoina. Ahuchitum seko hoy dandel jiwil bamia. Uchit dandel wanaha sit nagu sit. Alsudamahan ach dandel nis asit. Edo after my uchit uchit sangwan siyaw galukten. Uchit ay kunjanina which bidajik. Ach dan mana wejukik. Edo after my uchit nigamoina. Uchitum sit dan nige dandel lugudi eguladet. Uchit siyaw lugudnen. Ach siyaw abohon one kinug. Kan giguna uchit kan janina nasia wolba miachtedel uchit nagul which bidacha am set more nohama.
Thank you, Elder Jeannie. In a few moments, Grand Chief Tremblay and Elder Jeannie will guide us through the sacred pipe ceremony, while Elder Imelda commences the water ceremony. During this part of the ceremony, Grand Chief Tremblay, Elder Jeannie, and Elder Imelda will offer insights into the symbolism and importance of these traditions. Following their remarks, you'll be invited to stand as we play the Ulastuk Honor Song. We'll then proceed with the presentations of the sacred bundle. I now invite Grand Chief Tremblay, Elder Jeannie, and Elder Imelda to the podium.
While they're getting their ceremony bundles ready in the water, the Magwan, in the sweet grass, I was taught many years ago about a sacred pipe ceremony, that it brings balance to life. The stone part of the pipe represents the feminine, and the stem represents the masculine. And when you bring the pipe together, it creates the balance between the feminine and the masculine. And I will put seven dabs of tamawe inside the pipe to honor and respect the 7 sacred directions: the east, the south, the west, the north, Mother Earth, Father Sky, and here within the center. And I'll ask and call on all of their spirits to come and join us today and to be with us. And when I blow the smoke, I'll blow the smoke over Cheyenne's head and back to ask the ancestors and all creation to guide her and direct her in this new position she will take on. And before I fill the pipe, I will call on the ancestors using my eagle bone whistle, which is very sharp sounding, so don't be afraid. So I'm going to call on all the ancestors from the 4 directions: Mother Earth, Father Sky, and the center here. Then I'll continue to fill the pipe. And as I'm doing that, I'll ask Ablasmoaz to also do the water ceremony, and she'll explain to you about the process of the water.
The water is our lifeline. As many elders say, we are water, and water is us. And today, in this beautiful emotional transition for Cheyenne, we want to capture the water, the emotion, the ancestral tears, the rains, the snow, the lakes, the rivers, and especially our tears. Our tears are medicine, and so it's really important that we never stop anybody from shedding tears. It's their medicine to heal. We don't have the right to tell them stop healing. So that's how sacred our water is. We just had a newborn. I did a ceremony on Friday, and there was a newborn asking for probably supper, but Mom was busy. And I had the clan mothers and the young women there take her tear, and we shared it on our hearts to let that child know that she matters. And this is why the ceremony today that we're doing has all the elements that we need to be good humans, good relationships, good treaty people. And so in the beautiful copper cup, which is going to be a gift added to the bundle. And so there's other items, beautiful items here you'll have a chance to come and see, and the symbolism of what that sacred bundle that both Cheyenne and presidents and the entire campus is going to be responsible for, to carry on those promises. And this is going to be the new cup, the new copper cup, a gift from our Earth Mother again, to always fill the cup with the hope to heal injustice, the hope for that Piluwitahasuwin walking the talk. I will just I'm going to just take this over to where the women are, and I'm just going to have, while Ron's doing the pipe and while we're listening to a Lustuk song, I'm going to be passing this. So women, when you hold it, to honor all women. And I always think, especially after Red Shawl campaign we had this week, that when we stand up and we honor water, these might be the tears and represent the tears of the murdered, missing Indigenous women and girls. It also represents all those children that never made it home to see our ceremony is still being honored. So I'll be coming to you. Yeah.
te.
thank you for being a part of this blessing ceremony. The water that you've all blessed will remain on that cup as long as the sacred bundle remains here at UNB. So thank you for that contribution. So what we're doing now, you're witnessing something amazing. So because Amanda was the first Piluwitahasuwin, she's going to walk on the cedar path. And what the cedar path does, she's showing the next Piluwitahasuwin, this is what I've contributed. And then she'll walk back, and then she'll go and get Cheyenne to go halfway so that she shows Cheyenne, now we're ready for your vision and your commitment. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So they're walking with her to support her and congratulate her. Then when she gets to the chair, so now Amanda stays back because she's already done her vision, but Jeannie will be there to support her. So we put the moccasins on her now. And the moccasins were made by Melissa, what's Melissa's last name? Anyways, Melissa from St. Mary's. And she made those for her with the UNB design. And when she delivered them to me, it said, made with love and good luck. And walking moccasins is very symbolic. People might think that, we wear them for comfort, yes, but it's also a promise to walk with our four-legged family, the ones that contribute, their hide to us so we can make our moccasins, so we could make our, drums, etc. So now she'll have the four-leggeds walking with her as well. And of course, our elder Andrea, Dr. Andrea Simon, is going to make this beautiful peaked hat. And the peaked hat symbolizes, I'll let her explain what the symbols are on the peaked hat, but it's thinking beyond physical, so it's spiritual thinking and making sure that she'll not only be guided by us on campus, but also by the ancestors.
Gui, I had some challenges with this peak cap because women wear peak caps with different colors. And as a sign of distinction, I was going to have Cheyenne's blue, royal blue, but it didn't work out. This one is the one that wanted to come. And so in Mi'kmaq, black is right beside the white. And when you look on the east side, you have the color white. And the peak caps with white usually are children, somebody maybe getting married or something like that. Direct opposite of it is an esteemed woman, somebody that has gone through her life path and all the way. And these are the women that sit with black hats, like grandmothers and clan mothers and women with distinctions. So it's an honor on behalf of the Elders Council and UNB to give this to Cheyenne, to put this on her head. And the peak symbolizes that sacred feminine entity, eh? And it's also a covering for a woman. When you're a baby, you're put into a little covering, eh? And we call it a gitaan. And a little baby's put in a moss bag. Gitaan is gitoo, around. And so this is a spirit covering for her because of the different challenges that comes with somebody that is a peacemaker, somebody that has vision, and bringing us together in reconciliation and truth and moving us forward to the future.
And now, because our president, Dr. Paul Mazzarol, has joined us in a good relationship, and because he's doing that, we're going to actually do the same thing for him, and we gifted him with moccasins as well, because it's our Wabanaki gratitude that he's willing to walk in our moccasins. So walking that way, he was walking in the former president's, Eddie Campbell's pathway. And matter of fact, Eddie Campbell's symbol, when he was leaving, he left his moccasins here, so I had to get him another pair to take with him. Tahoe. Tahoe, yeah. Yeah. So after the ceremony, everybody is welcome to pick up the cedar, take it to the river, take it to the woods, and give it back to our Earth Mother. And when everybody does that, it's almost as if it's, you know, your gift for witnessing this today and stuff. So, Leewan.
Congratulations, Cheyenne. I'd now like to introduce the speakers who will share their thoughts and insights with us. Each speaker carries a unique perspective and will contribute to the richness of this ceremony. I'd first like to ask Deputy Minister Libby from Aboriginal Affairs to the podium to say a few words.
Good afternoon, bonjour. It's an honor to be here today as part of this beautiful ceremony. I am grateful for the opportunity to deliver a few remarks on behalf of Minister Dunn, who is very much looking forward to being here, but due to unforeseen circumstances is unable to. She passes along her regrets and hopes to see all of you soon. My name is Cade Libby, and I'm the Deputy Minister for the Department of Aboriginal Affairs here in the province of New Brunswick. And on behalf of the Government of New Brunswick, I want to offer our heartfelt congratulations to Cheyenne Joseph as she becomes the university's newest Piluwitahasuwin. Cheyenne, you have a reputation as someone who strives to improve Indigenous representation and culturally safe healthcare services. And I have no doubt you will be a strong role model here at UNB for anyone who, like you, is looking to effect positive change through education and building meaningful relationships. I'm excited about the work you'll be doing, especially in the recruitment of Indigenous students, removing barriers, advising them, and ensuring the experiential learning is promoted and accessible to them. I am also hopeful that we will have an opportunity to work together in the months ahead. I commend UNB for their commitment to reconciliation, and today's installation represents a testament of their dedication to this very important work. As it relates to reconciliation, there is lots of work left to be done. Like UNB, the province is dedicated to reconciliation, and we are making progress. We have been working hard to implement the calls to action identified in the report by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada. Through that work, we hope to build better, more meaningful relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous populations within our province. We understand that reconciliation is an ongoing process, and we are committed to continuing this important work. Cheyenne, I wish you nothing but success in your new role and look forward to watching you build on exclusivity as you advance the initiatives outlined in the Truth and Reconciliation Strategic Action Plan. Wilawan, Wilalan, merci, thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Minister Libby. I'd now like to invite Dr. Paul Mazerow, UNB's President and Vice Chancellor, to say a few words.
Thank you, Kathy, and thank you all for being here today. The significance of this ceremony and the emotions that we're all feeling are really tremendous. They're terrific. What an important occasion. It's very powerful to be part of this significant installation. I'm very grateful to all the elders and the Grand Chief Tremblay for leading not only myself and Cheyenne through this, but the entire UNB community. So thank you, Chief Tremblay and the elders. Having the opportunity to experience ceremonies such as these helps us to understand and to walk together as one community. Not only do we have people here today in this room taking part in the celebration, but thanks to the leadership of Todd Ross, there's a group of people on the St. John campus watching this as well. Where's Todd? Todd's over here. Thank you, Todd. I want to acknowledge Cade Libby for his leadership, and thank you, Cade, for being here, and thank you for your remarks and reflections on behalf of the Minister and the Government of New Brunswick. That support, I think, is Very important to support this event in our university, and we appreciate it very much. I do want to offer a special thank you to Grand Chief Tremblay for your leadership in showing us the way on some of these issues, but also our UNB's elders, Natasha Simon, the various Indigenous leaders in the Mi'kmaq Center, but also Elders Imelda and Elder Andrea. Thank you for your leadership and your counsel through this important installation. We are very fortunate to have Amanda Myron here, UNB's first Piluwitahasuwin. She was able to join us today and to pass the knowledge and the important work from one Piluwitahasuwin to another. And of course, a very special welcome and thanks to Cheyenne Joseph and her family for joining us here today for this incredible installation, this landmark, this path forward that we're embarking on together. Earlier today, Cheyenne was presented with the Queen Elizabeth II Platinum Jubilee Medal to acknowledge her exceptional contribution to the fields of nursing, rehabilitation, education, and research, and for her unwavering commitment to the advancement of Mi'kmaq wellness and culture. Congratulations, Cheyenne, on that well-deserved acknowledgement of your leadership. She has been instrumental in integrating Indigenous ways of thinking and knowing into the nursing curriculum at UNB and in helping the university create our Truth and Reconciliation Strategic Action Plan. Cheyenne, I very much look forward to working with you as we continue to move forward on our plan. The moccasins that I've received today are very significant, and they will remain in my office to serve as an ongoing reminder of not only my commitment, but the commitment of the entire UNB community to walking the path of truth and reconciliation together, a path we must not only commit to, but walk together toward. So not only today are we not only installing Cheyenne as our Piluwitahasuwin, but we're also reconfirming our commitment to the Sacred Bundle, as Elder Imelda mentioned. The Sacred Bundle represents a path forward with responsibilities, obligations, and guidance for action for our university. Our university will walk the path with our Piluwitahasuwin in partnership with the Indigenous community, a range of other stakeholders, faculty and staff, to create a very safe Indigenous academic institution for Indigenous peoples. As you know, many of the calls to action released by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission resonated with us here at UNB, and we know that education will play a leading role in reconciliation. With our Piluwitahasuwin leading us on this path, I am confident that we will continue to move forward. We are committed to deepening our relationship with Indigenous communities, working together, and supporting our words with real action. Our work will help to create a safe academic institution for Indigenous peoples where their voices are listened to and learned from. Our university needs to provide a very welcoming learning environment in which our Indigenous students, staff, and faculty can succeed. It is also important for our non-Indigenous students to leave our campuses with increased knowledge of Indigenous ways of thinking and knowing so that they can better contribute to reconciliation within their communities. As we've officially installed Cheyenne Joseph today as UNB's Piluwitahasuwin, I want to restate that our commitment to Piluwitahasuwin is strong, allowing our thinking to change so that action will follow in a good way toward truth. This is something that lies behind all of what we do at UNB. In closing, I do want to acknowledge the Indigenous leaders whose work has guided and led us on this journey of truth and reconciliation. Elder Jeannie, Elders David and Imelda, Natasha Simon, and Indigenous leaders from the Mi'kmaq Center, UNB's first Piluwitahasuwin, Amanda Myron, and Indigenous leaders in our community, including the Council of Elders as well as Grand Chief Tremblay. And of course, I want to acknowledge Chief Polchis, who's been a stalwart supporter of UNB as well. They give their time and their knowledge, and we're the richer institution because of it. The support that they've allowed our university community to progress toward truth and reconciliation is significant, and I'm forever indebted for sharing their knowledge with us as we navigate this journey forward as an institution. I know there's more work to be done, and the UNB community is committed to continuing to walk this path together. Cheyenne, as our Piluwitahasuwin, I am excited to continue working with you to move forward in implementing our Truth and Reconciliation Action Plan, something we're deeply excited to and committed to. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mazerow. I'd like to now welcome our Piluwitahasuwin, Cheyenne Joseph, to say a few words.
Today I stand before you with much pride and gratitude and excitement as I begin this role of Piluwitahasuwin, Associate Vice President, Indigenous Engagement at UNB. This moment marks the beginning of yet another chapter in my own journey, but also that of my family and my community. Achievements like these can't be done alone, and they're accomplished standing together, moving together. I'm honored to be part of a university that values inclusivity, diversity, and the transformative power of education. I'm a proud Mi'kmaq woman, registered nurse, a member of Elsaguk or Bear River First Nation, located in Mi'kma'ki, parts of which are also known as Nova Scotia. The path that's led me here has been shaped by the teachings of many elders, beginning in 1995 with Elders Dave and Ablamzwe Imelda at a culture camp. Many of these teachings are reflected in the 7 sacred teachings, which include love, respect, courage, honesty, wisdom, humility, and truth. Love is about compassion for all beings, including ourselves, other people, animals, plants, the water, and our Earth Mother. It fosters unity, connection, and a sense of belonging. Respect is about showing consideration and reverence for all forms of life and the interconnectedness of all things. It encourages us to balance and foster harmonious relationships. Courage teaches us the importance of facing challenges and adversity with bravery and strength. It's the ability to do what is right even when it's difficult and to stand up for justice and truth. Honesty is the teaching that emphasizes the importance of integrity in our thoughts, our words, and our actions. It teaches about accountability, encourages us to take responsibility for our actions, owning up to missteps, and seeking to restore relationships. Wisdom is the gathering of knowledge and the ability to apply it in a good way to make informed and thoughtful decisions that benefit the community as one. Humility teaches us the value of modesty and the recognition that we are all interconnected, cultivating a sense of unity. And the teaching of truth is the culmination of all those other teachings. It encourages us to be authentic and to live in alignment with our values. These sacred teachings are life principles that have profoundly shaped my earth walk and life journey. My decision to embrace the role of Piluwitahasuwin was born from a calling to share my experience, my knowledge, and my skills to further Indigenous inclusion in academia and in healthcare. I'm confident that UNB, with its history and commitment to excellence, will continue its path of acknowledging and valuing Indigenous ways of being, of knowing, and doing. It's crucial to curate an environment where Indigenous students, faculty and staff, and visitors feel welcome and included. To current and future Indigenous students, education is not only a means to expand your knowledge and your skills, but it's also a platform to celebrate and preserve our cultural heritage. When you acquire an education, you become a beacon of inspiration for our communities, breaking cycles of oppression and dismantling socio-political and systemic barriers. As you journey through your time at UNB, may you be guided by the brilliance of Indigenous people who have come before you. May you be a source of inspiration and pride for all who will follow in your footsteps. We are the future that our ancestors prayed for. Let's keep making them proud of what we can do. As I take on this new role, I want to express my gratitude to my family, many of whom are here with me. Also, my dad drove from Sudbury over the last 2 days because of snow. So all the flights were canceled, so he drove. I also want to thank my community of Elsaguk or Bear River and to the many Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqey communities with whom I've worked in various capacities over the 20+ years. I also want to acknowledge the many elders and knowledge keepers who have taught me so much over the years. I just want to point out that my grandmother is the one commemorated on this skirt. So when my own Miigwech commemorated on my skirt made by Elder Dolores Sock. When my own Miigwech couldn't be here to guide me from the physical world, many of you were there to guide me just the same. And I want to thank the UNB community for welcoming me into this role with open arms. And thank you to my predecessor, Amanda Myron, for laying the groundwork to embark on this journey together. In closing, let us forge meaningful connections with one another, standing side by side with a fearlessly united front. We will leave an indelible mark on this university and others, reminding this country that Indigenous voices matter and our contributions are undeniable. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheyenne, and again, congratulations for your unwavering commitment to reconciliation, working with the university and supporting our students, staff, and faculty, and for being able to continue after that audio surprise. I'd now like to ask Elder George Paul to sing the honor song.
So I want to share a song that was taught to me in the lodge years ago by an elder from the Mi'kmaq Nation. This is reflecting on the Mi'kmaq, calling on the Mi'kmaq, the ancestors to come. So I hope I can do it justice. So. Higo, higande, higo, higo, higande, higo, higo, higande, agande, dahi, higo.
Thank you, Grand Chief Tremblay. This now concludes the installation ceremony. For those of you who are here in person today, please stay and join us for a reception to celebrate Cheyenne's induction. And thank you so much for being here with us today. And thank you to the elders whose guidance helped bring this ceremony together. And again to Cheyenne. I'm really looking forward to working alongside you as we move through this journey and learning from your leadership. So, Waliwan, and thank you. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.